What's up, my ladies? Live Slow Bible Study, day 10, I think. This is a hard chapter for me. This is like the ultimate lie that I struggle with every single day. Like, not a minute goes by that I probably don't think about this lie. And that is, I'm not a good mom. I hate even letting that come out of my mouth because it's not even, I know it's not true. But I struggle with it. I don't know about you guys, how you feel about it. Maybe you're the kind of woman I envy who, seemingly has very obedient children, whose children say yes ma'am and no sir without being reminded, and they get themselves dressed, and they are straight A students, and they seem to be on pace with developmental stages. That's not my story, and I blame myself often, and I have to remind myself, this is how God created my children, and although it is a struggle most days, does not mean that it should reflect on my ability to be the mom God has for me. So I just want to encourage you ladies, if you ever have lied to yourself by saying, I'm not a good mom, because of their choices, because of what they do, because of their behavior, because they're not where they should be developmentally in school or whatever. Yeah, sure, there's ways that we all can improve, but I don't want any of us to really soak in that sadness, like as you see I'm doing right now. I really want to be honest with you guys. I cry, I weep often over the struggles that my oldest has. He has ADHD and sensory processing disorder, SPD, and oftentimes I think, what is going on? Like, how can I help him through these challenges? And it's something that is completely occupying my brain, completely occupies our family because of the constant challenges that he has with sensory processing, with social environments, with mood changes, with his ability to control his emotions. It is a very, very, very intense home for us. And my prayer is that I would ask God, like, circle us with your wisdom, pour out exactly how we need to raise our 3 kiddos now, and then trust him. Then let it go and trust him, because I will obey my responsibility to guide, to discipline, to love, to provide. And I just have to say, God, I know that I oftentimes can't handle my emotions. So to require my 5'3" and newborn to have complete 100% control over their emotions and how they respond to things, it's a bit unrealistic. So as a parent, as a mom, I want to lead my children through this truth, through this prayer. So it is from Proverbs 15:1. It's something that I recently started praying over my home, praying over my family, specifically praying over Leland, because he is, our one who struggles the most. But it says, a gentle answer turns away anger, but a harsh word stirs up wrath. So as I'm reading this chapter about I'm a bad mom, I'm like, yeah, I'm not a Pinterest mom. Like, I'm not going to do crafts. I'm not going to homeschool. I've used to struggle with, mom guilt on if I should work, and if I am working, how often should I work? Are they allowed to see me work at the computer when they're still awake? What kind of, should I hire a nanny? Should I get babysitters? What kind of work hours would I allow to have? Because I still want to take care of the people God has entrusted to me over here with Love Fast, Live Slow, and through coaching them, through starting businesses. I think, God, how am I supposed to wear this hat, literally and figuratively, this hat and do both of them well? My priority is God, my family, work. So I seek God for wisdom. I seek my family. I gather them together, and I want to pray over them, and I want to be exactly who I'm supposed to be as a wife and a mother. But this verse in Proverbs 15:1, a gentle answer turns away wrath. So I've been taking a lot of deep breaths lately. We've had a couple of hard weeks, and I have been praying, God, let my words be gentle, because it's going to turn away anger. God, let my response to raising my children be gentle but stern, so it would turn away negative emotions. And the second part of that verse, a harsh word stirs up wrath. So if I react instead of respond, if I react in anger and yelling, which I have and I do, if I react in, you're in trouble, I can't believe you did this, you spilled this again, you broke this again, stop doing this. If I react that way, they're going to pick up on that and they're going to react the same way. It's here in the Bible. It says a harsh word stirs up wrath. So I want to have a calm, gentle, peaceful home, even though my boys are wild and crazy and it makes me question whether I'm a good mom or not about 24 hours a day. I need to not believe that lie. I need to not believe that lie. I need to just rest and that God is taking care of my ability to have wisdom, to guide them, to love them, to provide for them, and that I'm shaping them into men who will grow up to be servants of Him and who will be a good influence to those around them. Another part that I want to share with you guys, some other scripture that we're going to go over today is from 1 Peter. And it's about the responsibility we have in the flock that God has given us. Now, flock, what does that mean? Okay, we're going to talk about sheep a little bit, but not saying that we have sheep, physical sheep, but it means that the people that God has entrusted to us to be an influence over. That could be your kiddos, that could be your coworkers, that could be your employees, okay? So for me, I have influence over my kids and my family. I have influence over my group of coaches who work with me to start online businesses, and I have a flock, a group of people that I love on and that I want to, help grow in their relationship with God here through the Live Slow Bible Study. So it says here, care for your flock that God has entrusted to you. Watch over it willingly, not grudgingly. Not for what you will get out of it, but because you are eager to serve God. Don't lord it over the people assigned to your care, but lead them by your own good example. I love that. And saying like, don't walk around, I'm the leader, follow my lead. You literally, our responsibility as an influencer, whether it's in our home or at work, we are going to willingly serve these people and willingly be responsible and understand the privilege we have to serve them. Not in a grudgingly way, not in an ego way, but in a way that we just want to be a good example and say, hey, do as I do. You do what God has planned for you, and I'm going to lead by example. I'm going to follow these steps, and I'm going to show up every day with patience for my kids. I'm going to show up each day to take care of myself. I'm going to show up each day, and I'm going to provide the needs for my family, and I'm going to trust God. I'm going to trust God in the gaps that I cannot fill because I'm only one person. You are only one person. She goes through her story about how these women, they grow their own wheat or cotton and they hem shirts together and she felt less than, par. I get it. I totally get it. I'm not the best at anything. I just am very passionate about a lot of things. So if you believe this lie, like I have before, that you are not a good mom, that is a lie straight from the enemy because he wants more than anything for us to halt what we're capable of doing and raising our children up to be servants of God. Because the number one way we can change the world is through our children. If you want to be a life changer, if you want to be a world changer, it starts with your kids. I have written before that I want to change the world, and it starts with Leland, Everett, and Scotty. Speaking of Scotty, she just woke up. So I'm going to go be a mom there. I wanted to make sure you guys got this video on time, and we'll go from there. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.